What's up, y'all? Been away for a couple of days. Um, just chilling. But I'm gonna come with some topics today. First one, LeBron, you're not up there with number two. Jalen Rose made a statement saying that he hasn't um he haven't reached the accolades needed to be in the conversation for number two of all time. And I pretty much agree. I mean, I know all the Bronny fans, the oh, what do they even have a name? Like, you got the Beehive, you got the um Kamala Hive or whatever. You got well, anyway, I'll call them Bronny fans. That's what I'm gonna call them. You got the Bronny fans that'll come after me and whatever. Don't really care. I mean, it doesn't even matter anyway because I'm not big enough to get the engagement that I look for. But anyway, um, yeah, I agree because of the simple fact that Bron, albeit that he got four rings or whatever, he hasn't been able to do it without a super team. Just as great as he is, as great as any player is, you still got to deal with a team. A team wins championships, not one player. Not one player. You can have all the stats you want. He could have all the points behind his name and assist and whatever behind his name. But at the end of the day, I have much more respect for Giannis because he didn't have this super team. Yes, Middleton is a good scorer when he's on fire. Then he has he has his down moments just like any other player. Middleton is good. Drew Holiday is good. Okay. Um, Forgive me, I'm forgetting names. Uh, anyway, they're good, right? But they're not a super team. They're not the big three. There is no big three on the Bucks. Okay. Now, supposedly, Westbrook, Davis, and James are supposed to be the big three on the Lakers now. Let's see how that goes. Like I said in another video, let's see how that goes because you can build super teams that doesn't mean they mesh well.
No. No, 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 no.
You know, if they don't mesh well, you're not going to win a championship. And as I said before, and a couple other people said before, that you know Westbrook is a stat machine. He's going for all the points. He's going for the assists. He's going for blocks, whatever he's going for to get his little triple doubles. He's a stat machine. So I don't know how that works alongside two other superstars because you can't really get your stats going if you're beside two superstars. Well, I mean, from what I understand though, Westbrook wanted to be traded to LA. I believe he's a California native, so maybe he wanted go back home or whatever. Braun, on the other hand, he wants another ring for whatever reason. I guess because you know, he wants six like Jordan. I don't know if that's gonna happen because I mean he's getting up. He's getting up there. He's of course, 36, 37, still young, but in NBA that's old. So you only have like a good few more years left, and if you gotta stay healthy. You don't stay healthy, Davis can't stay healthy, then what you got there. But anyway, yeah, I agree. He is not up there as number two. Like I said, I have more respect for Dirk Nowitzki and Giannis. Um, I have more respect for let me see who I could think of. Excuse me. Um, can't think of nobody else right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all can think of it. You know, you're better than me with those stats and things like that. If you can, comment. If you feel free to comment, all right. Um, yeah, I just wanted to say that, and also this will be my last time talking about it. I mean, I'm tired of these little LGBTQ topics. Um, I really am, but at the same time, there's certain things that need to be pointed out. Um, and something Gravity Takeout said that resonated with me. Um, he said, in times of when they're doing what they're doing to the baby, and as I said before, I don't care for his music, but I'm making a point based off of the situation, not his music, not everything that he said or anything he's done in the past. I don't know about. Um, he said that in a time like this, the rappers should band together, even if you don't totally agree with everything that he said. Um, that's still your rap brother. That's still a brother that looks like you, or whatever. I don't want to steal his words, but I mean, I'm saying it because it resonated with me, and I think it's true because they literally have attacked him so much so. I mean, he initiated an original apology, and his apology was originally for his original remarks toward HIV and AIDS. So he apologized for that, right? Which he ordered because it was insensitive. But he in that same tweet he sat there and said, to the LGBTQ, y'all do what y'all doing. Ain't nobody studying you, whatever. That's not the words verbatim. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. So still, the droppings and the endorsement droppings and the show droppings have continued. So of course he he doubled back and he issued an apology in full force. But if you read the apology, you can sit there and tell that his PR sat there and wrote it. But I mean, that's what you do, right? You always have a PR to sit there and do what they call that shucks, it's on the tip of my tongue. What do they call that? It'll probably come to me later. Anyway, they have the PR to sit there and fix up the little debacle that he did. I mean, because it's all about money. You take away people's money and they sit there and they change their tune. But I'm like, when are we gonna really band together so that we have that control and we can sit there and take away that money? I mean, certain things, like for instance, you know, back a few years back, you had Gucci that had got into this big thing because they had these blackface designs on their I think on their mask or whatever. I think it was a mask, yeah. Um, and they caught a lot of backlash for that or whatever. But then will everybody sit there and stop buying Gucci? No, they got mad, but I bet you they would still sit there and go and buy Gucci. But see, this is the thing. Like the LGBT gets mad, and they sit there and they start pulling money. They start making phone calls or whatever. We don't do that. Jews get mad. They start making phone calls. They start pulling ads. They start sitting there saying, "No, no, we not going to support you if you sit there and support this artist." And we need to do the same. On this end, it should be like all the venues that are dropping the baby, the rappers and everybody else should pull together and say, "Hey, look, if you can't allow him to sit there and have his little freedom of speech, whether you agree with it or not. If you can't allow him to have his freedom of speech, we're not going to perform and we're not going to come. That's what should be happening, but it's not. So therefore, it leads to him issuing an apology when it's pretty much disingenuous. Everybody knows when people dish out apologies, it's disingenuous because they don't really be sorry. They're not really sorry. They're just sitting there apologizing because people quote what's in their ear. Oh, we're not gonna endorse you anymore. We can't have you come to the show. Blah blah blah. And the money starts dropping, and they start looking at that money disappearing or whatever. That's what makes them sit there and come out and do it. And we know it. So I mean, I feel like why even apologize? Why even apologize? Especially if I feel like y'all already dropped me anyway. I already lost money anyway. So, no, whatever. I'm going to stick to what I say. And how is it that he can't sit there and say it, even if it is disparaging? I mean, I'm not agreeing with what he said, but I'm saying we so-called have freedom of speech, so he should be allowed to say what he said. If little oh boy, I really try not to freaking say his name because the more he sits there and we say his name, the more it boosts his freaking career. I'm not gonna have no hand in that. But if that dude could sit there and have a unnecessary jail scene, a shower scene in his video, dancing butt naked with a bunch of guys, and his main audience is kids, then the baby should be able to sit there and say, hey, if you're a dude and you're not getting your dick sucked in the parking lot, put your lighters up. He should be able to say that. That's the context of it. It's not saying that what he said was right, but there's conflicting ideals here. You can't be the freaking hypocrite. If you go against one thing, you got to go against the next thing, and don't bring up the girls twerking and whatever, because I'm against that too. That should have been long gone. It's not even needed in videos. Why girls have to be half naked and shaking their derriere in videos for what? And then kids be seeing it, and then that's why you have these little videos with these little girls twerking. That's not cute. It's not. It's not cute. And a bunch of dudes naked in the showers dancing is not cute. And I saw something where it said uncensored. I think he has an uncensored version of it. Like, this dude lives for controversy because he has no freaking talent. But I mean, I feel like enough is enough. Why do we allow them to have so much freaking power, and they get so butthurt over any little thing, any little thing? They become worse than the Jews to me. So, this is my last time talking about it. I'm not gonna give them no flair no more. But I'm just saying, like, why we can't just band together for stuff like the way they do? Why we can't do that? That's my main point of discussing it. And I'll leave it at that. That's my last time discussing this thing because I'm tired. I'm tired. And if I was some bigwig, they would be attacking me too, just for what I said. And I didn't say nothing wrong. At least I don't feel I said nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing against them, really. I'm just saying enough with it's clear with the agenda. It's clear. Why can't y'all do your thing and keep it in the bedroom? Why can't somebody sit there and express their own opinion and y'all not sit there and come after him? Because he didn't direct that solely to y'all. Okay, yeah, if it's granted, if you're talking to a guy about sucking dick, the guy is gay or whatever the case may be, granted, yes. But he sat there, he's a heterosexual man. He expressed a heterosexual idea. And then on top of that, like his publicist sat there and wrote in the little apology, like you didn't give him a chance to learn and grow from that. You're just cancel, 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 cancel. Let him grow. You know what I'm saying? He could say that one year, and then the next year he could be saying something else. I mean, look at your little politician that's all for y'all, right? If you can go back a few years, they spoke against y'all. Now they're all for y'all in your campaigns. Think about that. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your mom, tell a friend, tell your daddy, tell a friend, tell your aunts, uncles, niece, nephews, cousins, friends, whatever. Bye.